Alright, with the new Foundations cards, relatively not new by this point in the game, we have some fun Reanimator shenanigans to pull off in Timeless today. So this is bringing back a tried and true combo of Velomachus Lorehold and Time Warp. This is something that we've seen in Historic in past times, and it's been a pretty strong strategy. It never really translated well to Timeless, but we're going to try to make it happen today. So the idea here is that you get Velomachus Lorehold onto the battlefield through any means. Back in the Historic days, I was always with the white-black 5 mana or 4 mana with flashback Reanimator spell, but now we have much better options. So Velomachus Lorehold can come out now through Reanimate. This is pretty nice. Means that we can do this as early as turn 2, and we can potentially combo kill our opponent right then and there. So yeah, Velomachus Lorehold comes out. When it attacks, you get to look X deep and cast something with X or less for free, where X is its power. So some decks would try to make this thing even bigger when it comes out, but luckily it's 5/5 by default, and that is just enough to cast either Time Warp or our new extra turn spell, Temporal Manipulation. We're running only 2 of these for a total of 6 effects like that, which I think is a good number. Okay, so we can get a Velomachus Lorehold out. It's also just pretty trivial in a deck like this to run a Valgavoth as well, just to bring it up to the Timeless power level. But these are not the only Foundations recent cards that have come out. We also, in addition to Temporal Manipulation, get to play Zombify here, a slightly better version of our Reanimation spell. We're just running 3 of these right now. Our main plan is going to be Reanimate, but if we need to ramp into a Zombify, that's perfectly fine as well. Unfortunately, Persist doesn't work in this deck, but if it would, then I would definitely do it. Okay, so that's one thing. Instead of Faithless Looting or Strike It Rich, you could make a case for Dark Ritual, but we're not doing that today. So yeah, basically, some Thought Seizes here, some Faithless Looting, Strike It Rich, Demonic Tutor, Fable the Mirrorbreaker. These are all just like staples of Timeless format, but we want to make sure that this Velomachus can come in by whatever means. So a lot of the times that's going to be looking for Reanimate specially, or playing a medium game where we end up zombifying and going for a Velomachus kill. In the mana base here, it's just Mana Confluence here to help us provide some blue mana potentially, and if we need to just hard cast Temporal Manipulation, but other than that, we'll get it through the mana base through our fetches. And we're red and black with a slight blue splash to make us semi-Grixis. And then, yeah, actually Mana Confluence here does pull double duty because we can also get the white pip for Velomachus itself. We're looking to play our Cavern of Souls if we had them on Elder, because there's an overlap there, but not really going to be important for us to do that there because casting these from hand is not the main game plan. I think that's probably enough to go over the deck. I think you guys get the gist. Should be some fun times here. We're just trying to cheat something big into play and then go for a multi-turn, take multiple turns and then kill our opponent in one step. Okay, let's hop into the games. This episode of FullControlMTG is brought to you by Patreon and your viewership. If you want to support the channel financially, the FullControlMTG Patreon is the best place to do so. With a Shockland tier, you get access to videos as soon as they are recorded and edited. Don't wait to get your hands on another FullControlMTG deck list. Otherwise, it's your support for the channel that keeps me going. Thanks for being here and enjoy the video. Alright, it's round 1. We can accelerate into a Fable the Mirrorbreaker that allows us to get Valgavoth into the graveyard. I think I'm happy with that. Fable the Mirrorbreaker also does help us with the mana requirements for this Time Warp that's in hand. So I played a Marsh Flats. I'm waiting to see something else happen. Gigantha the Wellspring, what do I think about that? No dual pip cards. That could be a lot of meta decks. It could be the black combo deck. It could be sacrifice combo. It could be red-white aggro. Could be just mono white even. All right. Something at flash speed. What will it be? Oh, okay. Orm's Chant is going to be the combo here. All right, we'll get my Blood Crypt out. That's at least nice. All right, so we're going to beat the Orm's Chant lock. Resolving a Fable the Mirror Breaker would feel really nice. Guide of Souls, you got it. Surprised to see Orm's Chant in this deck. Usually it's only in counterspell heavy decks or like control decks. Orm's Chant again. Hopefully we can drop a land here potentially. Nice. Alright, so we have Demonic Tutor, Faithless Looting, Reanimate, getting back Valgavoth. Ocelot Pride, as long as they just don't leave up mana for another Orm's Chant, we're good. I hope they don't have Swords to Plowshares. At least that'll be annoying with Valgavoth. That'll kind of half wipe their board. It is a 1-ring that they can cast. How crazy. Alright, well, I think they're just kind of having a game that's above the average right now. That 1-ring, in many cases, is just not castable off of their Amped Raptor. Okay, so we go Demonic Tutor. Get Reanimate. Reanimate. Faithless Looting. Alright, get rid of 1. And we'll get rid of the Strike Rich for now. We have enough colors to get to our Time Warp. Alright, and then get back Valgavoth. Cool. Alright, so we just need to have this guy stick around for more than one turn here. And we'll be alright. We go to 10. We can eat any of their attackers now. They will have 3 permanents to sacrifice if they have enough in terms of removal. I'm thinking that it's only Swords to Plowshares or Static Prison that can rain on my parade right now. So that's 8 of 43, 49 cards. Okay. Like a 20% chance they can answer this. Guide of Souls, good. Oh, okay, I guess we can extend that to Galvanic Discharge as well if they play enough things. A Johnny. So there are 7 creatures. Oh my god, and they have the Static Prison. Wow. That really, really blows. What are the odds, man? Oh my god. Alright, well. Did we come back from this? Hard to say. I can... Okay, I could draw Reanimate. Well, no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about this. No creature in the graveyard. Yeah, I can't even draw any Reanimate. Yeah, bummer. Okay, so opponent will take round 1 here. They kind of had the 20% chance that they needed in order to get out of it. Sometimes that's just going to happen. We are looking about dead here. I will see what my next card is. And we can just go out on our own terms with our Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, well, just another land. You hate to see it. Let's shock, and let's get out of here and into round 2. We'll pay the 2 life. Okay, on to round 2. Alright, opponent's got their 7, and I've got mine. We fetch for Blood Crypt here. Go for turn 2 Fable into Reanimate on turn 3. Strike a Rich. Opponent took a while to take their initial hand of 7. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe they will take a turn before too long. Where are they? What's going on? Where are you, opponent? I mean, if they're just going to sit here and rope out, I'll take a free win, but I'll probably re-record this video. Oh, they are here. Okay. Took a little bit. So blue-white, very classic blue-white experience of just seeing them do something. We will autopay here, look for Reanimate. We also have Faithless Looting to set up our Reanimate. We can look at most 4 deep here if we find the red. Okay, discarding 2 cards here. One will definitely be Valgavoth. One will probably be the land, though actually I do want the land. We'll put the Faithless Looting back, I guess. Okay, so now we have another land here. We'll set up for Zombify. And then see what I'm going to put into the graveyard here. I will take the Time Warp here, and then that means that I can Time Warp and start getting advantage with the Goblin Shaman. We'll attempt this. I think that's a fine counterspell for them to make. Seems good. So this is just blue-white control here. We'll chip for 2, get them a little weaker, and then hopefully this Time Warp can start to be a problem for them. Okay. We will attack here, see if they will do anything about this impending advantage. We get that back, play a land, we attempt a Zombify now on Valgavoth. Yeah, I could do that, or I could Faithless Looting and or Strike It Rich. I think we'll just do the Zombify attempt right now. I take it there's another mana drain here. Okay, and now we get to see what they do with a mana advantage here. I'm looking for an opportunity for Zombify to be a thing. We will have to continue to deal with more counter magic. So I have a total of 4 damage to work with here. I can almost kill their Teferi. I can also threaten a Time Warp here, so I'll do that. Color-wise, what am I looking at? Yeah, I guess I will just shock the Blood Crypt, and so then we go and attempt a Time Warp here, targeting me. We want to pay like that. If they have a counterspell, I think it's probably a good time to use it. Mana drain, sure. Then let's Reflection our token. And we'll attack Teferi down. 2/1 life. And then I can Faithless Looting this turn or save it for next. Alright, last Zombify still in hand here. They have a lot of mana. But hopefully they're running out of counterspells in hand. So far we've basically just seen 3 counterspells and it's a fairy. This is where they drop their Turn the Table spell though. That is 10 mana here. They can hardcast an Omniscience. That could have just been done for the 2 pairs of double blue though. The Wandering Emperor, take out my Reflection. Sure. They know they have to watch out for Valgavoth. Alright, I think I'm going to get my turn here and a chance to take out Teferi. Alright, so we can attempt the Temporal Manipulation thing again. Let's attack first. And they will have Swords to Plowshares for this. Then I'll attempt Temporal Manipulation, and then if that doesn't work, we go for Zombify. Last 2 cards have to be counterspells. They will take that one out, and then now we go Zombify. Is their hand truly all counter magic? I hope it's not. Nice, we got a Valgavoth. Okay, so they're going to have a hard time removing this. Psych. Okay. Well, that's a really well-timed Supreme Verdict, not gonna lie. Famous last words right there, man. Oh my gosh. Wandering Emperor, you got it. And we have Strike It Rich here, so we just have to Faithless Looting that away. This is a bad time to be out of counter magic. 5 mana. Guess we'll get rid of the Confluence. We're pretty close to casting Velomachus. Let's see, how many payoffs do I have so far? I've seen the Valgavoth, I've seen this Velomachus, and that's it. So I can draw into more Velomachuses, so I will take the land. And we'll strike it rich. Okay, so now we can hard cast our 7-drop. Kind of wishing these mana confluences were Cavern of Souls instead, although we wouldn't be able to cast the Temporal Manipulation, so this would have been a very different game. Okay, well, all comes down to the top deck. Sure. Now we get beaten down. We have to find something here. We still can win if they don't have Counterspell and we just are allowed to go in. I think they don't have the Counterspell, so a Velomachus off the top here means a lot. Okay, they still could have it. Oof. Damn, and this is unfortunately not the one that I can cast. Alright, well, it's a Strike It Rich to get as close as we can. That is 8 mana, so a land or something better that we can cast. Ideally a payoff. That is not another Valgavoth. Hall of Storm Giants, we are done for. That's unfortunate. We were able to get through all the counter spells, but then just kind of drew poorly past that point. You hate to see it. We'll move to round 3. Oops, I finished the outro instead of watching the rest of this thing. Here is the clip where I died. Cool. Now round 3. Here's round 3. Velomachus, reanimate off of Faithless Looting. That's what we want to be doing. With no Time Warps in hand. Get hit with the Inquisition. Maybe they take my Thoughtseize. Maybe they're afraid. They take Faithless Looting. Darn. Now we just draw the thing that I was happy that we didn't have in hand. Yeah, I guess I Thoughtseize. Just make sure they can't take another card, ideally. Okay, we'll just take their DRC. Make sure that we don't take damage in the early game. Demonic Tutor. And Raucous Theater, huh? Nothing to put in the graveyard right now, so let's try this. Another Thoughtseize. I think we're not interested in that. We have another Surveil coming next turn. Is there something to reanimate? Oh, it's their DRC. I don't want that. Vexing Bauble. That doesn't stop me. Well, I guess it does stop me with the Velomachus, huh? Well, at least we can get a creature down and then just start playing these turn after turn. The Velomachus is now just a body, so we're less happy to see it. This is blue mana number 3, I guess, so we don't need it. We eventually will look for a 5th land, but for now, not so much. Alright, pass. Dark Writ, 4 mana. Breach, okay, looking for a combo kill here. Stitchers. Alright, they can Demonic Tutor or do the other tutor, Diabolic Intent. Deadly Dispute, just about the same. They hit alright off of that. Another Stitcher Supplier, another Deadly Dispute. Storm looking pretty good for them. Okay, so let's see. They go Writ. Glimpse the Unthinkable. Okay, so now they're kind of cooking. I think they probably have me here. There's enough mana neutral lines that can win the game. I see a Surgical even. Another Dark Writ. They've been keeping that DRC in the graveyard for a while. I think that's not intentional. I don't think they want to cast that. And then I think I died at Tendrils pretty soon off of a Beseech. Or even a Tendrils from graveyard already. That was fast. Well, very, very quick game here at the hands of Grixis Breach. Cool to see that that has a place in Timeless. I'll need to play that for the channel sometime. And just like that, we're coming up to round 4 after not a whole lot of success here. Let's try to get a game or two where things go our way. Okay, it's round 4. Things have been kind of tough so far. This would be a good one if we had Reanimate, but instead of Reanimate, we have 2 Time Warps. Gotta put it back. Alright, and I mean, it's a Valgavoth hand. I'm interested in that. Colors are not the best, but whatever. Alright, so we can just... Okay, so it's against mono red. This is fine if we can do it turn 2. So it's just Backstreet into Confluence. I mean, this is going to be a pretty life-intensive hand. I'm going to be at like 4. They might just go over me here. Temporal Manipulation, whatever. Bloodstained Mire, that represents just the same life loss as doing Mana Confluence things. If I can get a Velomachus, that's better, so I'll search for that. Alright. Maybe a setup turn from them. That'd be kind of convenient. If they double spell Lightning Bolt, that's 6 damage. I'm at 11. That means that I'm probably not surviving. But if it's just a creature... Okay, an Amped Raptor. That's fine. Okay, 2 creatures is actually great. So I'm going to go into their next turn with like 7 life and a blocker. That feels good. Oh, and I have Velomachus. I can try for Velomachus here. We're going to try Velomachus. Let's send it. Autopay. 1, 2. Ooh, okay, so that means that there are 4 hits left with regards to our Time Warp. I mean, it's the OG combo. We have to do it. Velomachus Lorehold. Let's go. We need to hit just 3 times. Attack. Look 5 deep. Time Warp. Here we go, baby. Alright, hit him for 5. Go again. We hit Fable. Let's go ahead and... We don't have Brainstorm, unfortunately, which would have been really nice here. We will attack in first. Looking once again. We don't find it, but we have Zombify here, which will get our Valgavoth back, and that feels good. And cool, finally take one here. All it took was a couple attacks with not Valgavoth, Velomachus. We'll take it. That was going to round out our round 4. We have 1 more to go. Alright, here we go. This is round 5. We have Faithless Looting and Reanimate and Thoughtseize to maybe protect ourselves. I think this is going to be one of these hands that are more on the control side. 1 mulligan. 2 mulligans. That's what we like to see. So probably Omnishow. That means these Thoughtseizes are going to be good. Okay, let's see what they have. They kept 5. Let's take it apart. Not what I thought, though. We will take apart the Reanimate, I guess. Well, I could be a little risky here, but yeah, I think I'll just get rid of the Reanimate. If they if they bin their Atali, I'm actually happy to snag that with my own cards. Alright, Thoughtseize for me, probably taking a Reanimate as well. That makes sense. Let's shock Blood Crypt here and then look to Faithless Looting. Oh boy. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the 2 lands that they saw to kind of clear up our hand. I'm not particularly worried about Dark Ritual, so I pass. my turn back here, and then I think it's just another Faithless Looting. Might not even need the Thoughtseize, to be quite honest. We're looking for that Reanimate that we do just find. 1, and I guess that. Okay, so if they bin something, we're ready. If we find something to bin, we are ready. Both looking for something to surveil. I'm happy to Thoughtseize Reanimate actually on the next turn. Persist goes to the graveyard for them. Does that mean I'm afraid of something coming down this turn? I guess I don't have to if I get to Thoughtseize Reanimate their Atali. Let's try it. Vaultborn Tyrant or Atali? I think I'd prefer the Atali. Get rid of that. And Reanimate. Alright, let's go. What can we hit? Oh, we hit a victory in round 5. I'm going to take that one. Way shorter than I wanted to, but with the way that some of these games have gone, sometimes it's all about the first few moves. We'll take that. That'll be round 5, and that will probably end the series for today. Make sure to check the deck list in the video description. That is always there. Got some more of these to record, so I'm going to get onto that, but I will see you in the next one.